Okay, I love having Renee Sferrazza in the canteen because I just like messing with her little setups
don't mess with me.
Because I'm always like,
No.
she's like, do not touch those.
No, but
displayed out there for everybody.
They are. I want everyone to see all of our wonderful wines that we have today because we're getting into food and wine pairings.
Yes, and summer food and wine pairings.
Summer food and wine pairings for sure.
Interesting pairings and some interesting selection.
When it comes to pairings, you can go like with like. You can go with what grows together goes together, or you can go untraditional and a little bit unusual, which is what we're doing today. We got fish with bread, rosé with meat, sweet and spicy. Let's get into it. Ready?
Because I'm interested about this one. But
I know, but we're gonna start over here. We're gonna start over here with the beautiful Sauvignon Blanc from Rapura Springs. Give that a taste first, and then I want you to get into this beautiful prosciutto wrapped watermelon. So
that's what we do. We always give it a little snip. We always give it a little taste before we go.
Give it a little smell and a taste. Yeah, get it on your palate. This is the Rapura Springs Sauvignon Blanc, classic Marlborough New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. Lots of tropicality in there and brightness.
You get the New Zealand taste.
You really do get the New Zealand taste, but there's a niceness on the palate that's a little bit more hefty, so we can go with something that is a little bit more than just a salad, which is often what you pair with Sauvignon Blanc, and that is a nice prosciutto wrapped watermelon. Give that a bite.
Is this a one-biter?
It's a one-biter if you'd like. It's an Italian one-biter.
This is an
There we go.
I won't be able to talk for the next 30 seconds, so you go ahead. You have no problem doing that. I'm going in.
This is a great wine. It's actually on sale right now at the LCBO for $2 off, which is $17.45. And then get back into that wine and tell me how that pairing is. I think it's going to be absolutely delicious because I've already tried it myself. There we go.
Beautiful.
Nice, amazing.
Beautiful.
I'm sorry I give you such a big bite. All right, let's move forward. We're gonna get to the Sofino Rosé, and I paired it with some awaze tibs, which is a lamb Ethiopian dish.
Oh, I've never had Ethiopian, but I heard it's fantastic.
So get into the wine first and then get into the awaze tibs for you. I'm just gonna tell you a bit more about the wine while we do it. So this is from Spain. This is the Sofino Rosado, and it's a darker color, which means you're gonna get a lot more structure in there. It's a blend of both red and white grapes. So we got a little bit of Tempranillo, Verdejo, and Abilo. So you really do get that structure on the palate. It's a really critically acclaimed wine, and when you're gonna be pairing it with this, you're gonna bring all of that spices. I know, isn't that nice?
Yeah.
I know, get that in your mouth there. So this is a wine that is available in 6-pack cases. It's from the Daily Pour, and it's for $18.95. And you know, it's great for a ton of different unconventional pairings. Here, give that a sip.
Oh, there's some spice to that.
There's some spice to that, I know. And when you have a sip of that wine, it's just gonna pair perfectly. When you have spice, it doesn't need to quell the spice, it needs to make it more radial. So you see how it's wonderful with it.
Is it good on its own or better with food?
You know what, that's the thing. I really like it on its own, but I really liked it with this dish. And that's why it's great that it comes in a 6-pack from the Daily Pour.
Fascinated with this one.
Fascinated with this one. Okay, so we have the Mo Reserva Montepulciano di Abruzzo. Taste the wine. This is from Cantina Tolo. Cantina Tolo has a great story behind it, one of resilience and passion. When a lot of Italians were leaving Italy in the 1960s, they were staying and making beautiful wine. So there's lots of berry fruit notes in here, a little bit of herbal aromas, and we're gonna be pairing it with some nice grilled salmon.
What?
Because of the acidity in the wine.
Renee, salmon, fish, white wine.
No. Montepulciano is perfectly great with salmon because of its brightness of acidity, and it has some fine-grained tannins, which means it could go with a fattier fish like salmon.
Because it's fattier. That's why it can go together.
See? Next up, we're gonna go with the Tarapacá. This is the Gran Reserva Carmenere. So Carmenere is really great. Viña Tarapacá is making from the Maipo Valley. There's lots of berry notes in there.
Carmenere?
Carmenere. There we go. And that's coming with a little bit of blackberry notes and some olive notes in there too, and some spices. So we're gonna be pairing it with some olive tapenade. Olives do have a lot of meatiness to them, which is what you would normally expect, a meaty pairing with the Tarapacá Carmenere. However, when you focus on that one note of black olives, you really do get those fruit notes in the wine are coming out more in the aromas, and you're getting such a nice view on the palate.
Okay, last one.
Last but not least, switch sides with me. All right, we're switching sides because I'm gonna get you to try the Gaze wine cocktail. Give that a try. This is a blackberry Moscato wine cocktail, all ready to drink, and it just got on LCBO shelves. It's nice, right?
That's not something I would think I would like.
I know. And then we're pairing it with a jerk chicken bao bun. Because there's some sweetness, we want some spice. Just go at it any way you want. There you go. Get back into that wine. It's a low alcohol wine cocktail, and you want to bring that spice with that sweetness, so it's kind of a little bit complicated together. Do not choke. Isn't that yummy? It's super spicy, isn't it?
It's got some spice to it.
It's a lot. It's very spicy.
7:27 in the morning.
I know, right? Now have a sip of this.
And that's a lot of sips of wine for 7:27 in the
I
morning.
know.
Okay, Renee, you're the best. Where can we follow you?
You can follow me on Wine by Renee. You can also check me out on YouTube on Liquid Pleasures, where I dive into tons of pairings and a lot of other stuff.
Renee Sferrazza. I love how I know how to say your name now. I say it with confidence.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see you in a couple.
Cheers.
Which one's my favorite?